Alright, day one of the C3 revival to 1978. Small block 350. You see, body's complete. Needs a little bit of love. This is not a full restoration. This is a get it nice enough to sell so someone's got a solid foundation for a project car. So any of the missing parts gonna go through the interior. Here's what I need from you. It's blue on blue. Whoever buys it is gonna have to paint it. Just little things like that. Good luck getting that to ever match up, you know? So, should I stick with the blue on the interior, or should I go with a different color? I'm going to be redoing the whole interior, getting, carpet and door panels, and, the dashboard needs some love up there. The steering wheel's not in bad shape. Center, obviously, the horn button is a little pitted. But just think about it, drop it in the comments. How would this car look with a black interior? That way, down the road, someone buys it, they want to make it yellow and black. Yellow and blue, not so much. Yellow and black could probably be a lot nicer. Also, these wheels are not staying. Gonna take the wheels off of this and put it on that one. Side of that, we pop the hood. Forgot my tripod. The most important thing. Here's the engine. Definitely gonna need a good detail on this. Get it running first and foremost. But no real body damage to speak of, just needs some paint. And what we're gonna do today, I blew all this out the other day with a compressor, but that whole tripod would have been nice to bring, huh? All right, let me get my flathead. All right. All these connectors are obviously old and a bit frail. So, taking caution is ideal. Get this tape off of there. And it's supposed to be red and a purple. Well, I'll tell you, there's 3 of those. I'll see if I'm getting power to any of these. Alright. So, I'm definitely getting power. Now, it's low voltage. Also not sure I've got a great ground. But it looks like on the back here, the 2 terminals on the back, which do have the thicker wires going to them. So I'm going to connect this harness back up. Actually, before I connect it back up, I want to see what I'm getting from here, because this is what's feeding everything. So now, now I got gauges. See? So, it's looking like that's definitely the harness. So, come back to that, because if I do jump it, I at least want to make sure there's no critters living in here. All right. It's actually clean. How about that? So I got my jumpers made, and there's purple and red wires are really the ones that I'm looking for. So this purple one is only purple on the harness coming from the car. It switches over to what appears to be a green wire, then now below it's a black wire. But if you look here, this is the harness that goes down to the starter. The back two have all the power, and then the front bottom left is the one that will do the cranking. So make sure this is in there, and then I'm just going to touch this. GoPro would be a heck of a lot easier. So that's the electronic choke, and that's coming from distributor. That's tapped in right over here. And I've got power running right here to the distributor. Alright, so even just cranking it a little bit, it started getting fuel, so that's also a very good sign. This thing was empty. Now it's starting to fill up the fuel filter. Charge the battery up a little bit. I'm sure it's a new battery, but it's been sitting a while, so it's probably not as full as it should be, and the alternator is not putting out any power on the terminal. So there's something going on there. And so the way we're doing this, I don't know if you caught it a second ago, but I've got two wires just stuck in the end of that connector, run over to a trigger, and just, set up with jumpers there, so I can have everything plugged in, and the distributor can get a little bit of juice that it needs to get things going. Edelbrock 650 looks like. Intake. It's got headers. So there's been some work done to it. Alright, so an update. Battery is still charging. Got it to turn on. It fired up. Dealing with old gas, obviously, in there. Flooded it, so let it sit for a while. But gonna try and get it going again, get it moving at least. Broke up the ant colony down there.
Yeah, look at them go.
So how do we end day one? Runs, just doesn't stay running. Carburetor's a little dunked up. Gonna get a fuel filter. Is that thing has seen better days. And we're going to come back at it tomorrow and swap the fuel filter out. I think at that point it should run. It's now starting with the key, which is a new development. It wasn't doing that before, so I'm going to disconnect my jumpers here. Just hold on to them. And yeah, we're going to wrap it. Day 1, 59 more to go. It's going to get moving soon, running consistently on its own power, and then we'll be able to get into all the appearance stuff and probably some mechanical stuff to make sure it's good to go. All right, follow along. I am reviving this 78 Corvette C3. Odometer starts with a 7, whether it's 70 or 170, not sure. I'm also starting to think the car was originally white. If you go back through some of the videos I posted, you'll see what I'm talking about. Obviously, the T-tops lend a little credibility to that. Not that they're the original ones, but there's a chance. All right. Ant nest somewhere down in there. That's it. Follow along as we go through this process together, and I'm hoping to unstick it from the ground next time we start working on it. We get a fuel filter on the way home and get that thing swapped out. First thing, I did top off the gas, so it's about 5 gallons, so it's got fresh gas in there mixed with all this old stuff. So that's it. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to pick this up, and we're going to get back home.